W Iowa Live.
Good morning, everyone. It is 9:21 right now. Welcome back to the program. And Jackie, we're in one of our favorite spots here at work. We're hanging out in the kitchen, and we are here with Chef Walter Janke. He is from Northside Cafe in Winterset, and we're going to be creating something using the magic of Mazola Corn Oil.
Wonderful, because September is very special when it comes to cholesterol. Correct, Chef?
That is correct. This is Cholesterol Awareness Month.
Okay.
And I cook because I like to eat. So I have something in common with most people.
It's kind of a habit,
We're going to get along.
Yeah.
We're going to get along.
Right. So,
but using corn oil, we just want to let you know about the benefits of using corn oil and the health benefits, especially of using corn oil, which is made right here in the Midwest.
Exactly. So when we cook for those we love, we want them to be healthy.
Right.
And so I don't know if you've noticed, but it can be really hard to cook healthy. It seems like everything in the store that's cheap is not that good for you.
Well,
so
you want the flavor, too.
You want the flavor. So what you end up doing is, if you can find ingredients that don't take a lot of extra effort, Mazola has now been found that through studies, they actually can reduce the amount of cholesterol using Mazola 2 times more than extra virgin olive oil.
Really?
Yeah, clinical lipidology has published a study that said that corn oil, like Mazola, can reduce cholesterol, lower cholesterol, twice as good as olive oil.
That's right. And so you're picking up oil anyway. Why not pick up something that can be good for your family?
Well, even better, how about using corn that's grown right here in the Midwest as well? Okay, so I know we're going to get cooking.
Well, we're going to,
so I'm going to give you some oil to get
we're going to get this hot for the omelet. Now, what we're doing is called, we're going to do an all Iowa omelet.
All Iowa omelet.
Right.
Okay.
So,
now, say one thing, another thing, maybe you can agree or disagree with this. The corn oil, it really lets the flavor shine, doesn't it?
Right. The corn oil is a great selection because it's neutral in flavor. So it's not going to add a lot of other flavors into the food you're cooking. So the fresh ingredients you're using really come out. Okay. This recipe is going to be in 2 stages. So Lou is now going to be a professional chef today.
Whoa.
He is going to, the first stage is we're going to roast some potatoes and vegetables.
Okay.
So what we have here, Lou, if you want to take this is the potatoes, about 3/4 of a pound of potatoes.
Okay.
We're going to add a 1/4 cup each of celery, carrots, and onions. You can just pour them all in your bowl.
Throw them in there. Oh, like a natural chef. Look at that. Wow.
Lots of natural veggies. So an omelet's a great way to get veggies into your body and have them taste great. Okay. Then we're going to coat it with that oil there, just a teaspoon or 2 of Mazola corn oil.
You mean the Mazola corn oil?
The Mazola corn oil is great.
Put that right on there.
Right.
Okay.
We like to use this kind of all-purpose oil because we're going to put this into a 375-degree oven. Okay. A little bit of salt and pepper here. Okay. A little seasoning.
A little seasoning.
All right. And we're just going to toss it till everything's coated with the oil. Mazola is great for this because it's got a higher smoke point than a lot of other oils.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's important, isn't it?
Right. People may not realize that if you get an oil too hot, you can actually be doing bad things to your body and to the oil.
So and to the flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yep, the flavor. And so this is a great oil for the high temperature. Now, we'll just set this aside. Basically, we'll pour this into a roasting pan, or here we have a pie pan.
Magic of TV.
Look at this.
Boom.
And then through the magic of TV, it's ready to go in the oven.
Okay, so you just pop that in the oven. Okay.
We'll just pop that in the oven.
Okay.
And now...
Put that in the oven behind you there, Chef. There you go.
Okay. All right. There we go. It's baking away.
It's going in the oven right now. So.
All right, so if we're thinking omelets, we probably also need...
Now we're going to scramble the eggs for the omelet.
Eggs, okay.
And you'll find that... you may think, well, I don't want to spend about every 15 minutes I'm going to be stirring these in the oven. So in 45 minutes, we'll finish the omelet. No, we're going to do it all now. So you could do these vegetables ahead.
Okay.
If you could make an extra big batch and throw some roasted, you could just throw a chicken on top, roast it in the oven Friday night.
Good idea.
Take the potatoes out for leftovers the next morning and make yourself an omelet.
Perfect idea.
So I recommend doing that. Those look great.
Okay, Chef. Oh, wow.
So
thank you.
Yep,
Chef says.
They look great. I think she is
got the oil
qualified.
Nice and hot.
It's nice and hot. So we're just going to pour the eggs in, get a nice sizzle there.
Love it.
So that is some of the great, so when I'm cooking eggs like this, I need a nice sizzle. We're going to keep stirring the eggs away from the edge.
No, it looks like you're pulling the eggs away from the
sides.
Right,
it cooks a lot faster if you can get those eggs out to the edge. And this is another great place for that high temperature oil to work really well for us. It can get hot and not start smoking.
I'm learning
that
a new
egg
technique
cooks up
today.
really nice and quickly.
And one of the key factors of corn oil, like you mentioned, the neutral flavor to it, because sometimes you get the olive oil and it's a little overpowering if you don't get the right stuff. This way, you know you're going to have the flavor of the food you're putting in.
Exactly.
I'm learning my omelet skills this morning.
Now, one more time, we just flip that over. I was going to have Lou do that, but I just wasn't sure.
Leave it to the professionals. We could have pretended that was his arm, but no, that's all Chef.
Watch it.
That's all.
Okay, there it is.
Oh!
nicely.
Wow.
Yeah, that is great.
We got to work on that cutaway.
So I usually add the cheese first.
Cheese! Yes, sir.
And the cheese I add first because it can be melting on the egg. I turn off the heat right away. The
residual heat, it's going to cook by itself.
Right, the residual heat there will keep it cooking. And then we're going to, all these ingredients here are what we add to the potatoes. I don't add the bacon and the ham when I roast them because sometimes they get overdone.
Right.
Oh, good.
So add that in after.
Right.
Okay, so they're all roasted, and then you put them in a pan, and then you throw the
Those
meat
are there
in.
so you can see the ingredients.
Yep.
I've got them all here in a skillet ready to go, and then we just spoon these right into the middle of the omelet.
Oh, nice.
See, I always thought you take the omelet and you put the ingredients when it was still wet, but you flipped it over.
You know what? Cooking is a great thing. There are so many ways you can do this. I have had omelets where everything's actually scrambled in the eggs.
Yes, please.
And then we're just going to I'll hold it. Then we just kind of flip it like that. And then to make it extra pretty.
How would that not fill you up?
We have all the ingredients kind of here in a bowl that we can kind of sprinkle on top.
So we have the ham, the bacon, the
some
veggies.
additional things that are on there.
And a little extra cheese. You're a chef after my own heart.
Look at that.
And there we have a great heart-healthy meal. Remember, we've got the oil that can actually reduce cholesterol in your body. It's great for the high temperature cooking, and I think it's a no-brainer for Iowans to pick up this oil because it's actually made from corn grown right here in the Midwest.
So when you're going up and down the aisles, you say, oh, I need to eat healthy, so I need to grab in some of the oils that you might not ever cook with before. Why not reach for a favorite, something that your parents have been using for years, your grandparents have been using for years?
Exactly. It's a great selection, and it's the easy choice to make to get your family a little healthier.
Now, your restaurant is located over in Winterset, right? Tell me a little bit about your restaurant.
Yeah, well, the restaurant actually is in the downtown it's called the North Side because we're right on the north side of the square. It's been there over 125 years.
In Winterset.
Yep, the building's nearly over 140 years old. And it's most famous for a scene that was filmed in the bridges of Madison County.
Of course
and a guy named Clint
North Side, I think.
Right.
North side.
So he sat on a stool there. 25 years later, we have people from all over the world that stop and say, where did Clint sit? But we've also been recognized lately. This year, we've actually been named one of 99 places in Iowa you have to try to eat.
Absolutely.
By the Travel Iowa.
Well, if you're the chef, I can understand why.
Yeah. So it's a great spot to check it out. And what I like, too, is if you live in Des Moines, it's only 30 minutes away. And if you want a mini vacation and you want to get away from work, 15 minutes west on I-80, you take the interstate, you leave the world behind, the beautiful rolling hills of Madison County, and stop in for a meal.
Absolutely.
That is great. But again, we're just showing you the wonders of cooking with Mazola Corn Oil. And again, it is a National Cholesterol Awareness Month. That's what we're focusing in on here. And Mazola Corn Oil, a smart, heart-healthy choice for your family, for everyone involved here, folks. And again, helps lower cholesterol 2 times more than extra virgin olive oil. How great is that?
Yeah, it's great to have an all-purpose oil that can accomplish that.
Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Chef. Come by anytime and make us breakfast.
I'd love to come cook for you again.
Okay, good.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate
there you
it.
go,
Thank
folks.
you.
Go to the store. You're going to go to the store a little bit later on today anyway. Make sure you grab some Mazola Corn Oil.
Pick some up.
We will be right back. This is CW Iowa Live.